Hi, I'm Carla co-owner of On the Bluff Labradors, and this is going to be one in a series of videos about how to feed your dog and about vaccinations and flea and tick and spaying. This one is going to be about the raw food diet and why the raw food diet. So we understand that, people are uncomfortable basically feeding something that hasn't been shown to them by their vet or dog food companies because they're nervous basically about feeding another species that's not like them. But let me tell you that dogs are a mammal. They're mammals just like we are, and they pretty much can thrive on the same food that we thrive on. So the dog food really came into being in this country in a big way after World War II, late 40s and in the 50s, but it really took hold in the 60s, 70s, 80s. And since that time, I have noticed, since I've been breeding, my husband and I have been breeding for over 50 years, that the dogs have been getting sicker and having way more issues that they never had before. Now we understand that the environment is part of this. We're all, in a sense, suffering from our environment that is polluted, but it's also from a lot of things that we're doing with dogs that we never did before. And from the 50s till now, dogs are definitely getting things that they never got before: diabetes, epilepsy, in a big way. I'm not simply saying that they didn't exist before, but now they're existing in a much bigger way. So this diet, we have found, my husband and I really started, we at one point had our dogs on kibble back in the late 80s, and we decided to switch to this, which is the way actually our parents fed our dogs. And we've noticed a big difference in not only in their health, but in their behavior as well. And it just kept them healthier, and we stopped having the issues that we were seeing on kibble. But it was hard for us, and initially in the beginning, we started doing half dog food, half the diet, and then we realized that we just didn't need the dog food anymore, and we stopped. And people will often ask me, well, if I don't want to do this and I want to do a dog food, what do you recommend? And I will tell you now, there's not a dog food that I recommend, only because often companies sell their company to someone else, and then immediately the dog food changes, so you can never be sure. So at any rate, the raw food diet is very simple. It is simply just fresh food. You could go to your supermarket, pick up some hamburger meat for yourself, and then pick up some for your dog and give them some vegetables. Voila, raw food diet. So there's really not a whole lot of difference where you feed yourself and you feed your dog. But you can also do it way less expensively by you can go to a local butcher and get everything that people don't eat. And it's not that we shouldn't eat it, it's just we don't eat it. And they can mix it up for you, and also that can be the raw diet. The raw diet is now called the BARF diet, biologically appropriate raw food. Someone had a good sense of humor when they came up with that acronym, but it is something you'll never forget. It is called the BARF diet. And now they also have pre-made diets, and so now, thank goodness, that's gotten a big hold in the industry, and now you can buy it. You can buy a completely 100% all the vitamins and minerals that your dog needs in a pre-made package made for you, and the difference is you put it in the freezer instead of putting it into the closet. But we cannot say enough how important this is and what a difference it makes. And when you think about wolves and the way that they ate for thousands of years, they really are scavengers, and they pretty much can eat anything. As you know, they eat poop. So there's no question that this is better for your dog, and we have seen it ourselves, having raised many, many, many dogs. We see a huge difference in their health and their energy level. And I wouldn't say that we're increasing their lifespan, but I will say that they stay healthier throughout their life.